Hey, what's up, guys? We're back again with our third boat out of 3 today. It's raining, it's cold. This is an awesome boat, though. It's a 2006 Four Winds 290 Horizon bowrider, one of my favorite models, especially for the butt seat test. So stick around, you're gonna want to see this one. But first, I'd like to introduce our channel. I've been passionately selling boats for over 19 years. The purpose of this channel is to help you and your family enjoy boats and boating just as much as my family and I enjoy it. So thanks to the help of my staff,
Hi, Brady. Hi, Mason.
we've been able to successfully upload hundreds of boat reviews, instructional operation, help, and how-to videos. I don't ask for anything in return, except for the opportunity to possibly help you find a boat in your time frame. So to stay up on everything we upload, click that subscribe button below and stay tuned. Nice. Now it's time for the butt seat test. The butt seat test is when I get in the boat and share Mr. Red there is for your friends and family's butts.
Oh my God, Becky, look at her butt.
At 31 foot 6 inches long, 9'4" wide, you've got a lot of room for butts. This is always one of my favorite butt seat models to show you. So right here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 easily, 7, 8 easily, 9, 10 easily.
11.
11, this is 11?
11. Yeah.
11, 12. It's so long you can do 13, 14, 15. That is a lot of butt seats. This boat is actually yacht certified, so legally you can put as many people in it as you'd like. If you're interested to know how boat capacity ratings are given or what yacht certification even means, down in the description below. So you got the screen, there's a little upside down weird looking triangle, click that. It'll open up a description. I'll have like the price of the boat, the description about it, link to the ad, as well as like a bunch of videos, how boat capacity ratings are given, how to dock boats and tie ropes, how marine insurance works, how financing works, etc., etc. All that cool stuff. Well, now let's jump down and take a look at the exterior, and we'll finish back up in the interior. Thank you so much.
Wow, this is a nice boat.
All right, let's take a look at the gel coat. We're on the port side. The boat is slightly dirty, but is in gorgeous shape. So our skags there, props appear to be in great shape, and we got trim tabs. This is a Stable V hull design from Four Winds. It's got a step in the hull. I used to think this was nothing more than a sales pitch, but I tell you what, when you drive a lot of boats this size, if performance is very important to you, you're probably going to want to buy Four Winds because they do perform extremely well. This is a deep, sharp V boat. 31 foot 6 inches overall, 9'4" wide, holds true in rough waves. Gorgeous. Docking lights, power anchor. It's got the stainless steel bow scuff plate dropping down hull side, port side, beautiful lifting strakes, reverse chine, all that stuff's good. The rub rail on this boat's surprisingly nice too, and I only say that because, you know, our lake here, Lake of the Ozarks, is popular when it's warm outside because there's a bar or restaurant every few miles. That allows for the opportunity to bang your boat up a lot more than it would in most other environments. The starboard side takes a little more sun, so it needs waxed. But realistically, a wax and then just a cheap pinstripe at the bottom, this red boot stripe, and the outside of this boat would, like, seriously, sincerely be spectacular. Now let's jump inside and take a look at that interior.
Hey, Dad, that's a cool whip.
It's like the Doc Pete. So a 290 Four Winds Horizon is a great boat because it has tons of room and it performs extremely well. Typically a 30-foot class of bowrider, which is what I'd consider this, at 31 foot 6 inches long overall. Typically one this size won't be on plane at like 3,500 RPM, but this one will. So it's very, very impressive how it performs thanks to the Stable V hull design that I showed you on the outside of the boat. But you gotta love this great big swim platform here too. If this was level, it'd be like big enough for 2 damn picnic tables. But you got your tier right here that just barely sits above the water, a place for noodles or skis here. And on your final tier, you have actually insulated coolers. Always watch what a boat salesperson calls a cooler. It's not insulated, it's a beer microwave, and that's disgusting. Right here we have a stereo remote control, flush out, transom shower. Nice, safe, wide port side walk through transom. Stereo speakers have the tweeters. We're going to stay to one side. We'll come back and finish here. So I'll show you the motor. Right here to the port side, we have a trash can, refrigerator, coriander countertop. Something else about a Four Winds 290 Horizon, there's not many boats, period, 30 foot and under that have this many freaking cup holders. It's got like 1,846. That's not serious. I'm just saying it's got a bunch of them. This stuff doesn't come with it. Everything we have, because of the cold air, died. Right here we have a port side lounge, which I really like. It's got the full cockpit bimini, stainless steel arms, stainless steel windshield wrap. What does that do? Looks cool. Doesn't do anything else, but I really think it looks cool. You have great storage compartments, fully finished fiberglass, which is part of being lined, which I'm going to talk about when we get back in that engine compartment, so stay tuned for that. We have an incredible ski storage on the floor right here. How big is it? We could both get in here. And it wouldn't be weird because we're brothers. Well, that may make it weirder. Never mind. This is huge. Okay? Right here into the head, we put everything in here. There's a cushion that basically makes that whole thing into a sunbed, so to speak. Some extra carpet, our covers. This is a pump out head. This is a head that if you're like a bigger human being, like me, just kidding. But if you're a bigger human being, you can actually use this. There's headroom in there. You can turn around and move. You know, some of them, it's just a joke. It's a place to throw little kids' life jackets, and that's it. Right here, we have a wind block door. This blocks off the wind. It unfolds. More cup holders. Bow safety rail. Great feature. Little kids want to run out, look out, put their knees in the seats. Hey. There's plenty of room. All of them can do that. It's nice and deep in here. A lot of draft. That's interior depth. Depth on the deck. Deck is the front of the boat, and the bow soles the cockpit floor. We have storage here that connects back there, the bulkhead in between them. This has power anchor. What's that mean? Anchor's power. You hit a button and it goes down, you hit a button and it goes up. It's really easy to operate. Right here, we have more storage, fully finished fiberglass underneath, speakers tucked up underneath. Fort Winds uses Aquaflex vinyl. It's actually super strong stuff. That's why you very rarely see me talking about, you know, tears. Now, seams may come apart, but that happens in every boat, especially if you use like bleach or alcohol-based stuff to clean it, but it's really hard to poke these and puncture these seats. In here, we have more stuff. We got a table, we got a pole, we got carpet that goes in the bottom. Bow filler cushion, so that makes this into a bed right up here. So, you know, as a family, you can sit out here, watch fireworks together, really enjoy yourself. Or if the kids are at camp, you know what I'm saying. Off tan helm, which is beautiful. You know, doesn't glare when the sun hits it. We got our stereo right here, controlling the platform. This has a flip-up bolster, so you can sit up nice and tall and drive. I love the Livorsi split style shifters. You got complete control. You got your shifter here, your throttle here. Make sure you're neutral. And your throttle's dead, or it makes really clunking sounds. It's bad for you. All of our dash panels look great. Every 06 Fort Winds needs a new wheel if it hasn't had one already. GreatLakesSkipper.com makes one that is beautiful. We got one hanging up in the shop right now that's for another boat, but they're not that expensive, like 140 bucks. 140 bucks on a steering wheel, buff the boat, maybe a new pinstripe. With 180 something hours, this boat will literally be like a 9.8, someone's shooting at us, 9.875 out of 10, because it's in incredible condition with very, very low hours. Trim tab controls are here. All of our gauge faces and such are in nice shape. The compass isn't broken, which is something people scratch their heads at. They break a lot from all the heat and moisture and such in them. That one's not broke. It's a good sign. When they break, people say, what are you going to do about it, Brandon? Nothing. Put a cup holder in there. Right here, cup holders. Beautiful lounge seating. So just got a great big sole, great big cockpit floor. Right here, we got a cooler. It's an actual cooler. Back here is something great to point out. So we have dual batteries with a switch. So if we're coved out, listen to the radio, we go to start the boat, click, 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 we can turn to emergency start. We also have a ship systems, which is an override, and an anchor control. So if you're out here and the anchor's down, you don't want the kids playing with the boat itself, like the motor, shut off the ship systems. If you don't want them to playing with the anchor button because they saw daddy or grandpa do it and they thought it was cool, shut that off. Once it's down, it's not moving. So it's a great safety backup feature. I don't think I missed anything. Let's take a look at this here motor. It's raining sideways again. Got to put your hood back on. So anyhow, I really do love this boat because this one's got 186 or 84 hours, whatever it is, super low. I love the colors. Black hole side with the red boot stripe is absolutely gorgeous. I love the room, the way this boat performs, the way this one's equipped. This one also has the 496 Mag Mercruiser, which is 375 horsepower of closed cooled amazingness. What's that mean? A raw water cooled system uses the impeller through the water pump, and it pulls water through the drive, and it goes into the block and out the manifolds through the exhaust out the boat, and that's how it keeps the motor cool. Well, the 496 Mag is a closed loop system, there's antifreeze in the block. It still uses raw water through the heat exchanger to cool said antifreeze. So it really just makes it easy to winterize, and because all you gotta do is drain that heat exchanger, essentially, your water system, whatever. So the longevity of this motor is truly incredible. So this has the Bravo 3 drive, easy to maneuver, trim tabs. It's got newer Optima batteries, which are, you know, definitely not cheap, and I never would want to carry them up and down the hill to come to this boat. But one thing I definitely want to point out right before we wrap this here video up is this bad boy is a lined boat. What does that mean? Typically you have a hull, motor goes in, fuel tank, wiring for everything, speakers, lights, etc. Seats get screwed in, dash panels, gauges, wheels, windshield, cover, snaps, etc. Boat's done. It's for sale. That's great. That's how a lot of boats are made. This one's lined, so you have a hull, a fully finished fiberglass liner, and then they inject it. It's a sound dampener. It also makes the hull a lot more solid and sturdy. It doesn't weigh much more, if any, really, but it definitely makes for a nice, quieter ride, a much more rigid, solid ride, so it doesn't feel like the boat's flexing as you're going up and down the lake, and it's just a sign of quality. It also gives you fully finished fiberglass surfaces underneath the engine compartment. Even though it's dirty in here, you can see it's fully finished fiberglass inside the ski storage, underneath the seats, etc. Just makes for a very well-made, beautiful boat. This one also has the fire extinguisher system. Everything looks great. Really like this boat. Please consider subscribing to our channel if you haven't. Stay tuned for video number 4. We're going to go in the rain and make that one. Check us out on UsedBoatsTV.com, which will redirect you to firstphasemarine.com for our boat inventory. Our trailer business is GladstoneCoveBoatTrailerSales.com, and our custom-made boating products that we make you can see at thebuttseatspray.com. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you on the water.
Quick, at about noon, just thought that I had to be in Compton soon.
Just a good old boy.